It's another when like you're talking about women. Like and I'm only speaking on this because I wouldn't even give this any attention because obviously these men don't know us.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So guys, Kayla Nicole, who is Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, has a podcast. It is called Welcome to the Pregame. And it's kind of like given like the field of sports. You know, she reports in like the sports world. So it's like, it breaks it down like a sports way, but she has guests on women. And I think she has about like 2 or 3 episodes that are up now. And I find it so interesting of like how women today, like the thing to do is to just get a podcast. And I think it's cool, right? Don't get me wrong, but I think when we talking about relationship stuff and giving out relationship advice and like it's giving those type of questions like, what would you do? Should I leave my man? Should I not? And I'm just like, I would not take advice from everybody, especially when it comes to relationships. I just wouldn't. But that's just me. But I know that people, women, i.e. women, love to listen to women who they think know more and know more, can tell them what they want and give them great advice based on who they are, right? The status of who they are, who they're attached to. They'll listen to them. But a woman who's been married for 9, 10, 15 years, she can't tell them anything. Crazy, right? But that's here nor there. But basically, she is friends with Joie Chavis, who is Future's Bow Wow and what's the last baby daddy name? Trayvon Diggs' baby mama, right? She has those 3 kids by those 3 men. And she was on her podcast. And I want to share this clip with you guys because I want to talk about this. And I want to, let's just drop the clip. We want to talk.
Men with microphones. It's one thing like if men want to talk about sports and talk about like
I don't know
gambling. Man caves and gambling and cigars, sports stuff and like
any sexist thing that we can think of that men are supposed to work hammers and nails
and like building and like stuff like that but like it's another when like you're talking about women like and I'm only speaking on this because I wouldn't even give this any attention because obviously these men don't know us.
And then they decided all of a sudden their job was to talk
like
about
get
people.
on the mic and talk about people. And that's cool. Like
and
if that's hate. If that like if
and
that's
stir the
what
pot
people
of hate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like that's cool if you want to do about
Very
other men,
weird.
but when it gets to you talking about women, it's just like.
So y'all heard what they said, right? They think that men should not be talking about women, right? They can talk about everything under the sun, building, cars, nails, whatever, but not women. And I think that it's so unfair for us as women to not want to hear from men when it comes to women. Now, I'm not a believer in men just having a conversation about women and beating them down and talking disrespectful to them and all of that. I don't believe in that. That's not what I'm saying. But I think the fact that men are speaking out, sharing their stories, giving their opinions, giving their advice on women don't like to hear this because it now exposes us. That is why I think women don't want to hear men speak. Because when men speak, they're speaking about women and it exposes who women really are. And they don't like that. They don't like for us to be exposed. So I think it's very wild to say men should just talk about everything else but women. And you're talking about 2 women who have been in the limelight for their relationship, things that they've done. Joie Chavis, her dating multiple men, being called a gold digger. Like you don't want to hear about yourself. That's what the problem is. Women don't want to hear about themselves. And they know that men are going to typically say it how it is. So I don't want to hear from a man to talk about what I'm doing. But I want to hear from a woman say it. What what makes it different? A woman's because the woman gonna be on your side and the man gonna call you out. The man gonna stick up for the man, or the man is gonna not sugarcoat it, or the man is not gonna say things to just coddle your feelings. Cause she's right. Nobody, unless you're close to them, we don't know them. No man, the men who are reporting that they don't know you personally, they don't know you, but no one else does. So it doesn't change based on the man versus the woman who's saying it. It just tends to be women don't want to hear from men because men are going to say the truth. And men have been quiet for a long time. So when we first had like the Kevin Samuels come out and start to let women speak and hear this foolishness, you start to hear men say things that men need to hear. Because again, both men and women are not choosing correctly. They're just not. They're just not. And I think it comes to a point where we cannot keep silencing our men just to make ourselves look good. Honestly, like that is a big piece of this situation of don't talk about us, talk about everything else but us. But they're dealing with us. And again, this is not to, if it's not in the form of disrespect, and there are some podcasters who are straight, ruthless with how they speak. But then there's other times that there's a lot of men on platforms who are speaking about this stuff to help men and bring men and women together, to know who to look out for, what to watch out for. Don't deal with this type of women. Like, it can be for the betterment of the community. But again, women are so afraid that a man going to expose them for all the shisty, dirty, filthy things that they do, that they like, don't talk. Why men up there? Again, they say, why men and women business? Men should mind their business. Men should not be cool. But why does it not apply for us as women to not talk about men? Not give our advice on men, not give our stance on men. We can talk all day long about men, but they can't speak about us. They can't share their opinions. They can't help us. Because again, I think men speaking on women and trying and sharing their opinions can also help a woman depending upon what she takes from it. I.e. Kevin Samuels. He helped a lot of women. A lot of women. A lot of women that want to face the reality of that, but he helped a lot of women. And if you listen to what he was saying, you had to hear the harsh truth about what you're doing, but you needed to hear it so you could do better. And a woman ain't going to tell you what you need to hear. That's the point of it. A man will. So I'm going to tell these women, y'all out of control. You acting a fool. A woman going to be like, no, girl, do what you want to do. You good. You fine. Like, that's what women want to do to each other. But a man going to tell you what it is. He going to give you the advice that you need to hear. So if he's trying to help women, he's not saying in a way that you might like it, but it's how you need to hear it. You decide to lay down and have kids by 3 different men is insane. It's insane. And a man might say, fellas, don't deal with a woman like that. You got to own that. That's, you decided to do that. So when somebody speaks on it, it should not go based on, well, he in women's business. No, he's in the business of reality of what's happening out here and trying to help men stay away from women like you, or stay away from women who do this, or women with bad attitudes, whatever it might be. Or i.e. talking to women about, you need to get yourself together because men don't want to deal with women like that. Deal with these type of men. Like, it can be very helpful, but again, women are so shisty and so secretive and so down low and dirty, a lot of them, that a lot of men probably know a lot of their dirty laundry. They know a lot of your dirty ways. They got a lot of stuff on you, and you don't want to talk about it because it's going to make you look bad. It's going to taint the image that you're trying to create if a man starts to speak. We do it all the time. That's why we tell men to mind their business, because we know when they say it, they're going to say what it is. So they should just mind their business. They shouldn't shouldn't speak on us. Why would a man not speak on women if he's dealing with women? Why would I not? I know women. I deal with them all the time. Why would I not talk to them? If I'm trying to help a woman get herself together, I'm telling you as a man, we don't like this. I'm telling you, this is not going to get you nowhere far. I'm telling you, I talk to men all day long. And, like, we think men should just shut up about us, but they can really help us. Unless you're trying to hide and you're trying to keep a certain image and not have been exposed to who you are, why would they need to shut up and talk about building a house or a car? Let's make it make sense, ladies. Let's make it make sense. We have to stop trying to silence men because we don't want to have to face the fact of what we do. You did it, lay in your bed, and once you do it, everybody's open to talk about it. If you don't want to be talked about, don't do certain things. Period. Both of them. Y'all want to hear men talking about y'all? Start moving accordingly so that nobody got to talk about you and report stuff on you and make allegations against you, or whatever the case may be, allegedly say certain things about you if you didn't move that way. Move like a lady with class, dignity, self-respect. They have nothing to talk about you but good things. But when you have 3 kids by 3 different men, when you messing with your boyfriend and he with this other guy, or you talking about you was dealing with this woman, this man or that, like, then you're going to get talked about and men going to call you out. You can't avoid it if you do it. You got to lay in the bed that you made. Period. But let me know your thoughts in the comments of this conversation. Especially for the fellas, let me know what y'all think. Are y'all ready to just shut up anyway? Y'all tired of talking and nobody listening? Let me know how you feel about this. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that thumbs up button, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.